Welcome! Thanks for joining me for your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 16th of March for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. You can also click beneath this video on the link and subscribe to my monthly free astrology magazine, regular updates and or your free daily horoscope. This week begins in quite a momentous way with Mercury returning to the sign of Pisces. Now Mercury first moved into this area this year on the 3rd of February. Mercury's not at its best in Pisces. Pisces is instinctive, it's dreamy, it's watery, whereas Mercury favours facts and figures and clarity. So even though there is the return of Mercury to Pisces, we still have to make sure that we double down on the detail. So that's when communication is going to be important this week. But this can also be a week of power. Power can be used constructively, where we have a target, an objective, and we work towards it with passion, enthusiasm, determination, and willpower. And the combination between Jupiter, Mars, and Pluto can give us an enormous push to go towards the substantive things we want to achieve. But power can also be used negatively. So if someone tries to push you around, especially around your rights, or not respect your boundaries, then it is going to be important to stand your ground. Mars coming into a conjunction with Pluto, exactly as this week draws to a close, could see world events be a little bit more intense. And it could be around a nation state being a little bit too forceful. However, we also have the potential for initiation this week because the Sun returns to the sign of Aries on Friday at 3:50 a.m. GMT. We have the spring vernal equinox and the start of the new Western astrological year. So really exciting. But also we have Saturn moving on Sunday, which is about community and coming together collectively. That moves into Aquarius on Sunday, but it is going to be forging a very constructive link with the Sun all through this week. Firstly, in its transit through Capricorn with the Sun in Pisces, where we can blend our pragmatism with our instinctiveness, and then later in the week with our desire to start new things, we're thinking ahead, planning ahead, Saturn in Aquarius. Aquarius is very future orientated. So if we can blend our ability to connect with others with what we do as individuals, there's so much to go for this week. It really, really is exciting. And the move of Saturn into Aquarius is one which is going to last just briefly through till the 1st of July because Saturn goes into a retrograde on the 11th of May. But Saturn is going to be coming back into Aquarius on the 17th of December and followed by Jupiter on the 20th of December. So the very end of this year is going to have a very much a philosophical and Aquarius vibe, partly because of the solar eclipse that occurs on the 14th of December in Sagittarius. So we're going to come together, I feel, much more as this year draws to a close. But in this particular week, I think it is about transitions from the very Capricornian energy that's so dominated and has been so polarizing over the last few years in lots of different ways across the world. But for now, this is an opportunity for us all to move forwards and really welcome in this new astrological year. Your specific forecast, Aquarius, suggests to me that some kind of karmic development can come to pass this week. Saturn, your co-ruler, is going to shift into the sign of Aquarius on the Sunday, which is definitely the start of a new beginning. But it's going to be a start that lasts only through to the 1st of July. So it's a taster period, if you like, about a new reality that's coming in. But of course, Saturn has been going through a very tender, very sensitive area for the last 2.25 years. Ironically, Saturn forges a very positive link to the Sun this week. If you have been working quietly behind the scenes, refining how you do things, whether it is about processing past hurts, disappointments, sadnesses, coming to terms with your own frailties, or it has been accepting that some of the people you've known in your life have been profoundly disappointing, or there have been some key separations, then I do feel Saturn's angle to the Sun is a kind of, not end of the process, but a marking off point where you can really see how far you've come, but also begin to see what the future offers. And I feel there are dividends to be gained from all the hard work that you've invested. And one of them could be in a practical context. So finances could start to improve, particularly with Mercury moving back into the sign of Pisces. But of course there is this big collective of Jupiter, Mars and Pluto coming together in the 12th solar house. And by the end of this week, equally, there could still be an outstanding issue that you need to ventilate and articulate, and it could be around a key injustice, because Jupiter is very much about fairness and philosophy. Mars is about your truth. In the 12th house recently, you may have felt exhausted, even burnt out. Its combination with Pluto could be that something that's been dogging you, bringing you down, you may feel that you have to get it off your chest. The key is to try to say how you feel with a degree of dignity, because Mars and Pluto coming together can be very ruthless for us all. But the arrival of the Sun in the sign of Aries on Saturday is so enriching. It is about a speeding up. It's about you coming into the present with your ideas, still being mindful of this terribly intense period of the last 2 years, but at the same time being conscious of what you've learned, even if some of those things still hurt profoundly, moving into the present and really being proud of what you have to offer, your values. And when the Sun comes into contact with Saturn, as this week draws to a close, us Aquarians will begin to find our voice. It's been such a pleasure connecting with you in what's going to be an absolutely awesome week commencing the 16th of March. And remember, please click beneath this video to subscribe to my magazine, my mail outs, your free daily horoscope, or you can snaffle your year ahead personal horoscope and character analysis and get 30% off, or you can choose to have a one-to-one personal astrology reading with me. Thank you.